Back in 2023, Arcam's first Radia launch set a new tone for the brand. We still remember that blacked out room in London, the glow of yellow rings, and a row of sleek new faceplates that looked nothing like the gear that we grew up with. When we got early units of the A5, A15, and A25 integrated amps back into our lab, it was clear that Arcam had nailed the look, the feel, and the usability. The lineup felt fresh, musical, and built for the way people actually listen to music today. Now, the story continues with the new Plus models. The A5 Plus, A15 Plus, and A25 Plus build on the same good, better, best foundation that defined the first generation, but now include some great updates. However, one of the smartest things that we think Arcam did with the Radia Plus series was resist the temptation to completely overhaul what already worked. The aesthetic remains unmistakably Radia, with dark metalwork accented by the same subtle yellow trim. The curved rear cowl still hides antennas and cables, the knobs retain their satisfying weight, and the entire chassis feels really solid and premium without being flashy on each of these models. The OLED displays now have better contrast and readability, and the A5 Plus and A15 Plus continue with that frosted front panel that gives the series its signature soft glow, while the A25 Plus takes it even further, now with a precision-cut glass front that gives it a deeper, high-end appearance that really does stand apart from the rest of the lineup. It also makes it pair really well with their ST25 streamer. Now, if you haven't seen our original overview of the original Radia series, I'll leave all that linked down below where we go over all the amps and streamers and even the CD player, so go check that out if you haven't seen it. Now, when it comes to playing music with these integrated amps, Arcam understands that not every single listening session needs to be a full-on production. Sometimes you just want to play music quickly without setup or even some extra gear. Well, every Radia Plus amplifier includes Bluetooth 5.4 with Snapdragon Sound, LE Audio, and Auracast, a pretty big step up from the previous 5.2 in the original models. This system allows for aptX lossless streaming, giving compatible Android devices bit-perfect CD quality playback over Bluetooth, and iPhone users still get good performance through AAC. LE Audio lowers latency and improves efficiency, while Auracast opens up new ways to listen, letting you share music to multiple Bluetooth headphones or speakers all at once. And because the Bluetooth module is two-way, you can stream music to your amplifier or send audio out to wireless headphones for some private listening. Now, Bluetooth is perfect for some quick playback when friends visit, but for the best possible sound, we do recommend adding one of Arcam's dedicated streamers like the ST5 or ST25. Again, I'll link down below to that entire lineup where you can learn a lot more about those streamers, and we discuss why they are so much better than Bluetooth. Now, in addition, vinyl continues to have a major comeback, so Arcam gave every amplifier in the Radia Plus lineup a dedicated moving magnet phono stage, so you can plug in a turntable directly without an external preamp. And this phono stage is built with the same attention to low noise and wide dynamic range as the rest of the circuit in here, so it delivers a warm, detailed sound that really does bring records to life. Plus, each model includes 3 RCA analog inputs and a preamp output for adding a subwoofer or external power amp. Now, for digital sources, the Radia Plus amplifiers include optical and coaxial digital inputs, plus a service USB-A port, Ethernet, IR in, and 12-volt trigger connections for system integration. And on the front panel, every Radia Plus amplifier includes a 3.5mm headphone jack. Now, the A15 Plus and A25 Plus add HDMI ARC, which might actually be the most meaningful upgrade in the lineup. A single HDMI cable connects your amplifier directly to your TV and turns your hi-fi system into your home's main entertainment hub. You can stream a movie, show, or game and hear it all through your real speakers and use your TV remote to change the volume. This is something we've been asking for, and it makes these models way more flexible in terms of how you can use them. Now, if you're using your TV speakers or even a soundbar, getting an integrated amplifier and 2 dedicated speakers for a stereo system will blow those away, and you will be impressed with the sound you can get. And finally, on the A25 Plus, you also get a USB-C input that supports high-resolution playback up to 32-bit 384 kHz. Now, this is ideal for connecting a laptop or a smartphone for some serious listening through a direct, stable signal path. Now, the A5 Plus remains the entry point in this lineup and now features a refined power supply and improved circuit layout to reduce interference and crosstalk. Now, it's still a 2x50 watt Class AB amplifier into 8 ohms with an ESS ES9018 DAC, but it does deliver a quieter background and better control over low-level dynamics, giving it more poise than before. It'll be perfect for a medium to smaller room with some easy-to-drive speakers and pairs nicely with the ST5 streamer from Arcam. The A15 Plus sits in the middle of this lineup, delivering 2x80 watts into 8 ohms using the same Class AB design and ESS ES9018 DAC. Arcam reworked the transformer to smooth current delivery and improve control, which helps the amps sound more open and natural at lower listening levels. Vocals and instruments to us just stayed more clear and stable even when we turned the volume down to some low levels. Now, the addition of that HDMI ARC also makes it ideal for living rooms where music and movies share the same system. This is the one that we actually recommend for a lot of people, as it offers a lot of features now for its price, especially with that HDMI ARC. When you pair it with the ST5 or even the ST25 streamer, it will make an incredible system for the money. Now, the A25 Plus continues to lead the lineup as the flagship model, and Arcam has kept its 5th generation Class G design but re-engineered nearly every part of the power supply. And while the DAC has changed from the original model to the ES9018 in this new A25 Plus, Arcam added a dedicated DAC winding, doubled linear regulation on the analog rails, and improved filtering for a cleaner and more stable platform, so it's definitely not a downgrade. It uses a dedicated path for SPDIF and supports higher sample rates over USB-C than the optical and coaxial inputs, which are limited to 24-bit 192 kHz. Now, the rated output remains at 2x100 watts into 8 ohms, but the presentation to us was just a little bit more smoother, a little bit more open, and just a lot more controlled. Now, Class G amplification is one of Arcam's most distinctive technology, and it's what really sets the A25 Plus apart from the others in the lineup. Unlike traditional Class AB designs used in the A5 Plus and A15 Plus, Class G uses multiple power rails to provide extra voltage only when the music demands it. The A25 Plus runs in pure Class A for the first 15 watts, offering rich, distortion-free sweetness and micro detail, then automatically switches to higher rails for dynamics without strain. It delivers efficiency, refinement, and that unmistakable Arcam warmth for quiet listening to full volume playback. In addition, each amplifier also benefits from smarter power management. The DAC powers down automatically when an analog input is selected, and the Bluetooth and HDMI modules actually shut off when their auto switch features are disabled. Now, we found that they actually come with the auto switch feature switched on, which is useful, so it goes to the input you're using, but if you want the very best performance, you can manually turn that off. Of course, those steps might sound pretty minor, but they contribute to a lower noise floor and a little bit better long-term reliability, so we'd recommend it if it doesn't bother you too much. Now, it's also worth noting that none of these amplifiers lost anything from the original Radia series. Instead, Arcam really just added refinements without altering the proven platform. Owners of the original models, you can rest easy knowing that your amps remain fully current in sound quality and core performance, while the new Plus series really just simply builds on that solid foundation. Overall, the Radia Plus series feels less like a reboot and more just like a continuation of a really great story. Now, if you're deciding which one you should get here, or you're building a new system from scratch, our team is always here to help. And if I didn't answer all the questions in this video, you can always reach out to us at audioadvice.com or just stop by one of our award-winning showrooms. We'd be happy to help you out. Now, we've been testing, installing, and listening to Arcam products for decades here at Audio Advice, and we can also help you find the best model that fits for your speakers or your room and the way that you actually listen. Now, you should check out our videos on 2-channel setup and speaker placement to be sure your system is set up to perform at its very best. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss out on any of our latest content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.